Thanks for your support as a channel member, Optics! The alarm bells are ringing at AHGP, and not just because the car isn't good enough. Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new episode of F1 Manager Creator Team here with AHGP. We're gearing up for the second and possibly third and fourth rounds of the season with the reigning Constructors Champions AHGP. What you will also notice here is I've changed our logo slightly. It's now got light blue sort of trim to match the car this year, and also the shark is gold because we are the champions of the world, so why not? Our season objective is first. We're currently 6th, 4 points from the first race. We probably should have had a few more, but Lewis Hamilton ran out of fuel. Bad times for us. So yeah, it's not great at the moment because not only do we need to improve the car, because that's not good, also we're on fire. I said the alarm bells were ringing, and now we can't design anything new because we're having to shut down the factory, which means, oh no, can we? Oh no, it's the manufacturing we can't do. So we can design stuff. Let's go to the design center and design a new underfloor. We're gonna put a lot of CFD hours into this, and then we're going to put most of our wind tunnel time into it as well for this section. We need medium speed for China, but I'm just going to do this. I might also drop a bit of the weight just to lighten the load a little bit. Drag reduction can stay as it is. So yeah, we need to be better at corners. So there we go. That will do, and we'll rush that as well. So it'll be ready to build by the end of March. We have no more engineers available. We're designing a chassis, underfloor and suspension, so let's see how things go with that. There's nothing else we really need to talk to you about. I mean, I probably should refurbish the wind tunnel so that it does what it needs to do. I've upgraded the suspension simulator, the car part test center, the CFD simulator, so everything is now level 2 at the team. I haven't paid much attention to this because they do and they don't make much of a difference. It makes things easier to design and stuff like that. You can have more engineers, which then it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you invest in this, the easier it is to build a fast car. But we also know that that's not true in real life. Some of the teams have the best facilities and they're not as quick as they should be on paper. That's one of the age-old issues of Formula One. It's inexact science in some forms. You design something on a computer, you put it on track, and there's not that correlation, that key word, correlation. Whereas here, it's quite linear. With those blue numbers that you saw earlier, that means the car will go faster, and nothing ever fails. So we put out the fire. We need to also get ourselves sorted for the Chinese Grand Prix. What else have we got today? Potentially the Bahrain and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. So I think what we'll do is we'll just sort of do, I'll play and I'll show you anything interesting that happens from the next 3 races essentially. So yeah, I'm not expecting to be good in China because you need medium speed cornering for that, and we are not good at that. What about Bahrain? Also medium speed cornering, good. Low speed cornering is needed, and DRS effectiveness. Oh, we are going to struggle at all of these races according to the game. But I'm going to laugh in his face, and I'm going to go and get, I'm going to say we will get a podium from one of the next 3 races. Major development in Q1 in China. Max Verstappen has crashed heavily into the barriers. There he is, out of the session. Broken Ferrari. Let's play this on and see if we get a replay. I'm sure we will. We are currently 2nd and 5th. Pos Potato didn't have a particularly stellar first lap. Verstappen losing the rear of the car and slamming into the barriers. That's the Dutchman and championship leader starting from the back of the grid for the first race. Qualifying in China has not gone well. Pos Potato P16, Lewis Hamilton only 10th. He did make it into Q3, but he's been out-qualified by Justin in the Mercedes, who gets his first Q3 appearance for the Silver Arrows. So good job to him. You'll see the top 10 on the screen now. So strategy-wise, I'm going to 2-stop Lewis, start on mediums, go soft for the final 2 stints. Pos Potato is going to start hards and go to mediums. We've underfueled with both cars. We're going to go light on the tyres and we're going to make sure we get both cars to the finish. There is a few opportunities for safety cars, so Pulse Potato can be flexible with his strategy, as can Lewis, so it gives us options. We can switch to mediums and softs if we need to, or hards in Lewis's case. So there's opportunities here. So yeah, I'll show you the best bits from this race. Let's see how it plays out. Alright, 5 red lights for the start of the Chinese Grand Prix. The lights are out, the race is on. It's Théo Pourchaire on pole position. Oscar Piastri alongside him. Here's Lewis Hamilton. Pulse Potato is already up a place to 15th ahead of Ollie Behrman, which is a good start for him. And let's have a look at this from above. Hamilton is defending from the V-carb. We look extraordinarily like a V-carb, actually. With the purple and the white and the light blue. Hamilton getting good traction though on those medium tyres to get ahead of Lance Stroll. Pulse Potato still in fit. Well, he's remained in 15th, and we're safely through the first sector. Good start. Lewis Hamilton has just passed the driver he replaced at AHGP, Paul Aaron, who has started on soft tyres, and they are falling apart for the world champion. You can see the number 1 on his machine there. Sauber having the number 1 on their car is pretty bonkers, isn't it? But let's tune back into Lewis Hamilton. He's managing his tyres. Everybody else is destroying theirs. We're okay. We're on course maybe for a few points. That's all we can do at the moment, is keep picking up those scrappy points and make sure we're keeping our score ticking over. And then once the car comes on song, we will be fine. Hamilton with a nice move down the inside. Will he go for the Sauber as well? Oh! Was that contact? But Hamilton fighting back against Leclerc, who goes into the pit lane. I'm not sure if that was contact at all, but Pulse Potato now on the move. He's up into the points as he goes past... Oh, we've got a VSC. What's happened to Sonoda? Oh, he's off into the barriers now. Oh, wow, okay. Interesting development as we are live here. With the race. A VSC is called. What do we do with our strategy? I mean, I think most guys will take the opportunity to box, so I think we should probably do that too. Lap 23, and we are chasing the world champion. Paul Aaron is the car ahead of us. Lewis Hamilton having a look up the inside into turn 6 or 7, I believe that is, and Pulse Potato is in his teammates' wheel tracks, so we're doing all right. I said we'd be bottom end of the top 10. Kimi Antonelli and Oscar Piastri fighting for the lead out of the hairpin, and it's the Ferrari driver who has the advantage right now. But with us, as Hamilton goes past for 7th, we are gaining from this cheaper pit stop. Verstappen and Ocon stopped under green flags. They've come out behind us. Verstappen is rapid on a set of soft tyres, but obviously he'll have to stop earlier. I'm expecting him to come through and finish ahead of us anyway, because the Ferrari's a better car at the moment. However, we are going to go to soft tyres much later in this race, so we could be in with a shout here. I mean, Paul Aaron is probably going to have to go to hards and try and get them to the end from here, or he's going to have to do some sort of 3-stop strategy. So we're on a slightly more conventional strategy, but are we fast enough? Is the strategy fast enough? That's the question we need to answer in this race as Antonelli retakes the lead from Piastri. So let's go to probably our next stop and see where we pop out and what our final stint looks like. We've got another virtual safety car. I think it is... Is it Lawson? It's Lawson in the wall. He's crashed at turn 1. So... Have we got another set of mediums? Well, I mean, we could put those on. Doubt they'd work, though. I mean, would we be able to get the softs home from here? I doubt it. We're on lap 34. It'd be tricky, really tricky. I mean, we could put Pulse Potato back onto the hard tyres he had earlier, potentially. Leave Lewis out. Maybe Pulse Potato onto those hard tyres, which haven't really suffered a lot of wear. 77%. I mean, 22 laps to go. Do you know what? I'm going to stay out with both drivers and have those soft tyres at the end of the race. This does help us out massively with fuel consumption though, so we'll be absolutely fine. Pourchaire pits. What about Verstappen? He stays out. Okay, Russell will surely pit from third. He does. So yeah, split strategies all over the place here. Both AHGP drivers heading to the pit lane. We're going to be on better tyres than everybody for the rest of this race. 2.4 second stop for Lewis Hamilton. Good stuff from the pit crew. 2.2 second stop for Pulse Potato. We're going to drop out of the top 10, but we're going to be very, very fast. We've saved all the fuel we need, so we are now good to go to the finish. Pulse Potato just needs to save a little bit more, but I'm sure we'll manage that in the final few laps. So it's 2 seconds for Lewis to get into the top 10. He's got Vesti right up his gearbox, but we'll dispose of the Williams in short order. It's just going to be about managing the tyres to the end, and hopefully some of these guys on softs who stopped earlier will have theirs fall apart and come back towards us, and we can take advantage of that. I think some solid points are on offer here. Right, we've caught our first major scalp. We've passed Paul Aaron and left him behind by 13 seconds. Lando Norris is our first proper target here in the McLaren, and with DRS we're going to get ourselves down the inside with Lewis Hamilton. Through goes Hamilton. Thanks very much. And now we're chasing Charles Leclerc in the other McLaren. It's 5 seconds to him. So with 7 laps to go, it's well, potentially 6th place for Lewis Hamilton. Pulse Potato is going to be, well, is he going to catch 13 seconds to Lando? Unlikely, but with Lando struggling on mediums, he could be, well, he's 2 seconds a lap slow. That's definitely doable at this pace. And Lewis is flying as well. Let's check the sector times. We were, with Lewis, half a second quicker than Leclerc in the first sector, and what's that, 6/10 quicker in the second sector? So it's almost a second a lap, if not more. Lewis Hamilton is flying. It is absolutely hammer time right now. Max Verstappen has started the final lap. He started this race last. He's going to complete the last to first challenge in China. Where is Lewis Hamilton going to end up in all of this? Let's attack on the tyres. We've got plenty of rubber to use. Pulse Potato's not going to catch Lando Norris, sadly, but Lewis Hamilton could yet catch possibly Russell, possibly Ocon if he gets a puncture. I mean, 9th would be okay, but it could have been a lot more. Let's see if we can pick any of these positions off on this final tour of the Shanghai circuit. Obviously, we've still got 2 races to go in this episode. Could be quite a long one. Lots has happened in this race. We'll have DRS on Sainz, who is really struggling for grip in the Red Bull. Can we find a way past? The Red Bull's got DRS, but I think it won't matter. Verstappen has won. Hamilton's down the outside of Sainz, and that could be 8th place. It is indeed 8th place, so it's going to be 2 8th places to start the season for AHGP. Definitely not what we're after, but on a track where we look like we might struggle, I suppose that's a decent save. Pulse Potato will come home in 11th. So Max Verstappen last to first. Good stuff. That's just what we want to see for a nice competitive championship. George Russell getting the Williams into P6. This is like 2021 all over again. Lewis into 8th. Pourchaire, Piastri, Antonelli, Ocon with a good result. That's impressive from him in the Aston Martin. Here's how it shapes the Drivers' Championship. Piastri's had the pace. He's just not converted anything into a win yet. So he's turning into the new Lando Norris. Pulse Potato and Lewis Hamilton are level on points. So yeah, we need these upgrades to really kick in after the Middle East sort of stint, and then we can go hard in Europe. And hopefully we can finish strong in America this season, but we are a long way behind Ferrari. That is a lot of catching up to do. Well, we've had another mixed bag in qualifying. Andrea Kimi Antonelli starts on pole position, and Pulse Potato makes his first Q3 appearance of the season. However, Lewis Hamilton starts on the back row of the grid. He did not do a good lap in qualifying. Lando Norris is also out in Q1, as was Justin. Paul Aaron out in Q2. Yeah, some of the top guys are struggling this season, but we've got a lot of top guys in this grid, and it's very, very competitive. Antonelli on pole by 0.3 of a second. Ferrari looking very, very strong. I think they're going to be very, very difficult to catch this season. And don't bet against Verstappen winning this race as well. He might just win every race this season. However, we're bringing upgrades, and we will be trying to stop that. I'm going to do the light fuel, light tyres, one-stop strategy with both drivers in this race, and let's see where we end up. Second race of the episode then, we've got 4 and 5 red lights. Antonelli on pole, Sainz alongside him. The lights are out, the race is on, and that's Hamilton on the back row of the grid. How is Pulse Potatoes getaway? A lot of people on mediums. I think a lot of people will be going long in this first stint perhaps, but also it's a track where tyre wear is pretty brutal. Nice move by Pulse Potato up to 8th place. Hamilton doing exactly the same move around the outside of Sargent's Alpine and moving up into 20th place. Let's hop on board with the 7-time world champion. And can he go down the inside of Lando Norris? Thinks better of it for now. As no, there's contact and Norris has collided with
turn 4.
I think it was it. Who was it?
Debris, turn 4.
Who was it he collided with? It was one of the V carbs. We had a front row seat for it. He got all over the curb. It is Stroll, I think, and then he's slowed right down in front of Lewis, and we're back where we started. More drama for Max Verstappen. He's leading the race, and he blows it. He's dropped way down the order, and he's stuck. Honestly, that would be a VSC. I know he gets off the track. Where has he rejoined? More dismay for the Ferrari mechanics. They've got a really fast car. They've got 2 fast drivers, but they keep, well, one of them keeps losing his head and giving himself loads of work to do. Verstappen is out of the points. He's in 12th, and we are now 9th and still 21st for Lewis Hamilton. He's now 4 seconds behind Stroll. He's really struggling. What's his confidence like? Very high. Let's pick up the pace a bit with Lewis. Yeah, we're maybe managing our tyres a bit too much compared to the AI. But Pulse Potato is almost 10% better off than Ocon, who's ahead of him. So I think we can go a little bit more aggressive on the tyres, go a bit faster, and then if we need to manage the tyres a bit more to get to our pit window, we can. Lap 19, most people have made their first stop. We haven't. We don't need to yet because we are running long in this race. We'll put on brand new soft tyres to go to the end, and that will do us. I'm thinking we'll probably end up where we have been in the first 2 races. Lower end of the top 10. Hopefully both cars in the points. We really need a double score. We've only been able to finish 8th with 1 car so far, and we lead the Bahrain Grand Prix through this strategy. Pulse Potato now leads the way. He's got a 1.5 second lead over Carlos Sainz, who is chasing him down on fresh soft tyres. We won't keep the Red Bull behind for long. We won't stay in touch with it because we're just not quick enough at the moment. But it's nice to be in P1, isn't it? And here comes Carlos Sainz. He's going to ruin our day. We're not even going to complete a full lap in the lead. This is all very sad now, isn't it? Come on, Pulse Potato. Keep him behind. Yes! He's kept him behind. Good job. He knows what the score is. Hold him up if you can. Hamilton's up to 6th. And yeah, we're still looking after fuel. We're doing all right. Here comes Sainz down the inside. And we will complete the lap in the lead. There we go. Hooray! But it's about to be gone because there goes the Red Bull. Pulse Potato's fighting this. Good lad. Really, really strong. He's got DRS. Pulse Potato stays in the lead. No, he doesn't. Sainz just uses his superior grip to go around the outside. Hamilton's just lost 2 places to cars on fresher tyres. This is the problem with this strategy. I haven't done this strategy with a slow car, a car that's like midfield, but this is an experiment now to see basically where we end up with this. In this period, we will lose a lot of positions. It's just whether we lose too much track position and too much time and end up sort of maybe way out of play. But here's Pulse Potato defending Antonelli, forcing him off the road. Lovely stuff. And we're going to lose a whole host of positions here in a minute. But let's see where we pop out after our stops. Right, pit stop o'clock for our drivers. We've made it to lap 30, the end of lap 32. And we come in for our one and only stop of the day, or the evening. 2.4 seconds for Pulse Potato, 2.3 seconds for Lewis Hamilton. Good job from the pit crew. They are acing it once again. We've had a collision on the track. I'm not sure who it is. Don't really care, to be honest, because unless it's going to cause a safety car that helps us, it's not really that useful. So brand new tyres for both drivers. They can now go to the end. A lot of drivers will stop after us, so yeah, depends whether they go to mediums or softs. I think we're going to see a mixture of that, but we're probably going to score a few points, maybe. 15 laps remain in this race. That's George Russell ahead of us, who's... I don't know what Williams are doing. I don't know why the AI does this. They leave the drivers out so long on dead tyres and they lose so much time. That moves Pons Potato into 9th position. Lewis Hamilton now about to pass one of his many former teammates for 11th place. We've got yellow flags. There's crash. I think Lando's involved again. Yes, he's involved with another... It's the other V-carb, this time of Lawson. He just loves smashing into the V-carbs. Here we go. Oh, biffed him off the road there. And that's more damage for the McLaren driver. But we are on the precipice of a double points finish. We need to try and catch Ocon. We're under pressure from Tsunoda, and Hamilton is closing in as well. I don't think we'll catch any of the guys ahead of us. They're all in faster machinery. Fred Vesti is 6th. Remember, he did bits for us when we had a good car in Season 2, and he's doing more bits again in the Williams. Now, I mentioned Fred Vesti, and we've actually caught him. He's dropped his pace a bit. Pons Potato's upped his speed, and now he's diving down the inside. 8th place, that's where we love to be this season. P8 is basically where we finish. And Lewis Hamilton is catching Tsunoda. He's going to catch Vesti. We're on better tyres. Can we catch Leclerc? We might. Oh, if we can catch Leclerc, we might be able to perhaps snatch 6th off of Ocon. Hamilton moves into the top 10, diving down the inside of Tsunoda. Lovely move. We've run out of battery, but we will collect that back up as we size up Fred Vesti, who's just trying to manage his tyres to the end of the race. We are doing exactly the same, but because we're in a better position on tyres, we've got more pace. Right, we have a full battery as we approach the final couple of laps with Pons Potato, so I'm going to hold on to it for now as we move on to lap 56. Théo Pourchaire, the race leader, and Carlos Sainz is trying to chase him down. So let's now deploy this battery. We'll also go standard on our tyres and see if we can find a way past these two. I'm gonna get Pons Potato being aggressive with his overtakes. I want 6th place. I don't want to finish 8th again. So, can we find a way past here? Probably not. Leclerc trying to find a way past Ocon as well. So it's going to be a case of picking them both off at the same time. Let's attack on the tyres with both drivers. We've got enough rubber in hand once again to do it. Let's deploy the battery with Pons Potato. Hit. Oh no. It just seems that we have a parachute on our back. Oh, double overtake. No, not quite. But we are into 7th place. Good move there from Pons Potato. Now, can we snatch 6th from Ocon? We should be able to do it. If not here, but on the penultimate, the final DRS straight. So we got past Leclerc. I missed the replay of it. Let's watch this off board. Hamilton is safe in P9. We're just going to save a little bit more fuel with Pons Potato so we do cross the line in time. There we go. If you're plus 0.1, you're all good. So, DRS zone coming up. Let's get Pons Potato driving in clean air. Hopefully he finds the way through. Théo Pourchaire has won for Aston Martin. We're about to overtake the other one, hopefully. I thought we were going to send it. Have we got enough battery left? I think we have. We might still be able to dive bomb it into the final corner. Have we got enough? Here we go. Late on the brakes. Oh, can we? No. He got the traction. It's 7th place for Pos Potato. Lewis Hamilton will come home for 9th, which, you know, from 21st on the grid is a decent save, especially when he was held up on lap 1 with Lando Norris and Lance Stroll's collision.
Really proud of you all.
So, yeah, it's a work in progress here at AHGP. We are slowly rescuing our season, and there's definitely more to come. Well, the Verstappen dominance ends after 2 races. Théo Pourchaire takes his first career win, I believe. Aston Martin with a decent car, it would seem, and Pourchaire looks like a handy driver. Carlos Sainz and Kimi Antonelli round out the podiums, and we've got ourselves our first double score of the season. Pos Potato stays 9th. Lewis Hamilton drops to 11th because Carlos Sainz has shot up the order with that 2nd place. We move up to 5th in the constructors ahead of Williams, so that's a step in the right direction. Mercedes yet to score. Ooh, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Maybe we should have stuck with Williams a little bit more. They were cooking something, weren't they? And Justin could be doing bits in that car, but I'm sure Mercedes have got an upgrade package on the way that will save their season and turn it round. It's fine. Don't mind us. We're just 83 points behind Ferrari. We can catch that up. Don't worry. We're under a bit of pressure here. The board have just emailed me saying that they are concerned about the team's recent poor performance. The success of the team on race weekends is one of the primary ways they evaluate the team principle. We trust that you can turn this situation around, but we can't operate on faith alone, so we must ask, when can we expect to see better results? Well, seeing as my name is on the door, board members, I am the boss, and I don't take kindly to you questioning my performance, so you can shut up and the results will come in time. We're cooking something here at AHGP. Yes, I know it's not going great at the moment, but this is Formula One. It's competitive. Welcome to the sport. And yeah, I know better than the board, so they can do one. It's another difficult qualifying session for us. Didn't make Q3. Pos Potato 13th. Lewis Hamilton 19th. Justin is last. Whoa, Mercedes, come on. Where's that upgrade package? We need it for Justin. Otherwise, we'll be taking him somewhere else. Well, maybe we'll stick with Mercedes for a bit more. But strategy is a tricky one in Jeddah because, I mean, you can recover fuel quite quickly, actually. So we're gonna underfuel because that's what we do here. And I'm thinking we start on the mediums and then go to the softs later on. We do a one-stopper with both cars, and we just wait for the safety cars. This is where there'll be no safety cars in this race. It'll be the dullest race you've ever seen. So, yeah, let's get straight to it and try and salvage some points out of this. Good thing I didn't take that option of inviting the board to this race. Not that they know what they're doing anyway. Right, let's shove it in the board's noses. Red Bull and Ferrari at the front once again. We've got 5 red lights. The lights are out. The race is on. Russell is up in 3rd for Williams. Wow. Right, Pos Potato, what are you up to? Moving into 12th position. That's a good start. Hello, Iwasa, down the inside. You're not welcome here. Well, you're welcome in Formula One, but you're not welcome to be ahead of us. Stay in your place. Hamilton up into 18th, ahead of Paul Aaron, whose title defence is going as well as Damon Hill's in 1997. So, yeah, good from him. And Justin's up to 21st, which is definitely not where he wants to be. Well, virtual safety car. Someone's in the wall. I'm not quite sure who it is. It's not promoted. It's Sargent. Of course it is. Sargent has crashed at turn 22. Was he trying to overtake us? He was. He's trying to overtake Hamilton and gone straight into the wall. Nice one, Logan.
I'm in the wall.
Yeah, that's where we'll usually find him. So, let's save tyres. What will the AI do? I don't think they'll box now. Let's harvest. It's only a virtual safety car. It'd be nice if it was a full safety car. But, yeah, we are a little bit adrift of Iwasa, who's got ahead of us. Hamilton's up to 16th. I think we're going to struggle to score points today. Our car's just not suited to this circuit at the moment. And we might just need to get ourselves out of here as quickly as possible. Okay, well, we had a disastrous restart. Pulse Potato lost 2 places. Hamilton's moved forward, and now our drivers are fighting each other. This has been quite the episode, hasn't it? Because we've scrapped and scraped for every point we can. We've got some upgrades on the car, which really don't look like they're working. We've got new chassis, new suspension, and if anything, they seem to have made the car worse. So I think it's just our car doesn't suit this circuit. It's lots of medium speed corners. It's lots of straight lines. We don't do either of those at this place. So yeah, we might just have to hope for a late safety car, stick on some soft tyres, and try and get lucky, I suppose. It's about all we can hope for. Our drivers are scrapping again, but we're very much in the back pack. We are leading that group of cars at the back of the field. That's Zhou, who's just a little bit adrift, and Albon. The 2 Mercedes are here with us. We are really not good at this track. This is quite demoralising, to be honest. But Hamilton is starting to just edge away from Pulse Potato. We're saving the fuel. We're only 13 laps in, and this is a terrible race for us so far. Bring us a nicely timed safety car. Oh, hello, safety car. Ayumu Iwasa has crashed. That's a familiar sight for people to crash. Everyone is now going to dive into the pit lane, aren't they? Yep. Do we stay out here? I mean, we're not going to gain a huge... Oh, we're so far behind. Have we got... We do have brand new tyres. We might as well put brand new tyres on both cars. I mean, yeah.
Box.
We're so far behind. Even the safety car is not going to help us today. Right, the safety car is ending. Ferrari are first and second. But there's some drivers on hard tyres and medium tyres. Vesti didn't pit. Behrman didn't stop. So there's potential for us to maybe pick up a few positions here. A lot of the guys on hards are in fundamentally faster cars around this circuit.
So I've got a car off.
Have we got another car off? Don't think so. I think that's just delayed messaging because we were fast forwarding. So let's go aggressive. Let's push. We're going to drop this engine after this race. And let's get both drivers up to speed. Temperature is in the tyres, which is good. And we are right at the back here. We need more chaos in the final 11 laps. And Tsunoda could be struggling with a gearbox issue too. So possibilities for us, but we need a lot of fortune for us to get anywhere near the points. There's a chance we can score a point today. Lewis Hamilton's got himself to 12th place. He's on the back of Yuki Tsunoda, who's got a mechanical issue. That's P11 for the former Mercedes driver. And now he's got 1.5 seconds to catch up to Lance Stroll. And he's actually scrapping with Leclerc. So I don't think we'll catch Leclerc. He's on hards that are going to be doing all right by now. But we could yet pick off Stroll for the final points paying position. Pulse Potato hasn't quite had the pace of his teammate in this race, and he's stuck in 15th. Behind Lando Norris still, but Lewis is trying his best to catch up to the V-carb ahead. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. Porsche has just taken the lead. Verstappen, who tore off at the restart, is now down to 3rd and struggling on tyres. So, yeah, also his teammate Antonelli crashed. So that's why he's no longer there. Ferrari have gone from 1st and 2nd to last and 3rd in the only way that Ferrari can. And we are, well, we were just a second behind Stroll for a moment there, but I don't think we'll be able to catch him. Let's get Pulse Potato attacking on his tyres as well. See if he can catch up to Norris, maybe pinch a few extra places as well. DRS here for Lewis Hamilton, and into the points goes Lewis Hamilton. Let's get him pushing with the fuel and see if we can just escape Stroll in this first sector, which means we'll be safe from DRS. I don't think we'll catch Leclerc, so 10th is the best on offer for us today, as long as we can stay away from the V-carb, I suppose. Pulse Potato has passed Lando Norris. Quite a more exciting end to this race than I thought we were going to have, but 10th place is absolutely not what we were after. But this is a circuit that doesn't suit our car, so we'll take it and run, I think.
Got a car stopped on track. Doing a debris.
Is he okay?
Yeah, APO.
We might yet get
Can't
ninth
stop.
because Lewis has caught Alex Albon in the Alpine. Can we find a way through here? Yes! Ninth place! Come on! Teo Pourchaire. We've got a safety car. I don't know why it does this.
Car ahead.
The guy wins the race and then
3.3.
it deploys a safety car. We did just have Lawson in the wall, but now we're going to finish under safety car. So that's P9 and P14 for us. DRS disabled. No one's coming past. Ninth place.
Understood.
Decent save. Decent save.
Don't drop.
Well, that's 2 more points than I thought we were going to get out of that race. Albon up 10 places despite losing a spot on the final lap. Teo Pourchaire thrusting himself into into the championship lead. Wow. Verstappen, despite his loss to first in China, is now second in the World Championship. When did he finish in the end? Third. And I don't think he finished he didn't finish on the podium in Bahrain either. So yeah, actually maybe this is the rivalry we're looking for. And Red Bull are kind of there or thereabouts. And well, we've just lost P5 to Williams in the constructors. That's not ideal. They finished 4th and 7th. Wow, we should have left Justin at Williams. He's been doing things. That's unfortunate. Where did Justin finish in the end? Oh wow, Mercedes. It's even worse than 2022 and 23 put together. It's terrible. Right, here's the pit stop challenge. Our pit stops were good, very good. Here's the standings. We're 5th in that. Mercedes, they can do pit stops. Ferrari are fast on track, fast in the pit lane, but not leading the Drivers' World Championship, interestingly. So yeah, that was an exciting episode. Lots going on, but we still need to improve this car drastically. So yeah, not quite the results we were after. P7 is still only our best score of the season, but those upgrades are coming, I promise you, and I told the board the same, you would have seen that. But we are going to make this car fast and we will win races this season, I am sure. Make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on the video for me, subscribe for more F1 Manager content coming very, very soon. And I'll see you in the next episode. You're the best fans. Bye for now.